Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Kessler. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. It's Kessler. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Keenum, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's go. Look at 2, here we go. Hey, 53 is the line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Keenum. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Working from the gun, Keenum escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Dez Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And coming out now, the Broncos. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Keenum now on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the gun, here's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Booker on first down. And now running right through it. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
22.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Keenum. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Very left, very left. Hey, 52.
On first down, Keenum. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, it's Mahomes. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, held in by Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes gonna throw. Forced out to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. Now Keenum over the middle, complete. That's White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Keenum. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Very left. 22.
From the gun, it's Keenum. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Keenum now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10, Keenum here again. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, it's Keenum. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Keenum again. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Kessler will throw again. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's Keenum, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, and the Broncos are in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Left, 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 left. Check the backer, check the backer.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. On target over the middle to Hill. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That was complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Now it's Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Drops it underneath for Booker. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
No, Roger.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go. Roger. 6-3,
They'll run with Clement. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run again with Clement. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now McManus for the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now here comes Kansas City. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they will take a knee here.
And there it is, Brandon, taking a knee. They get their first win of the season. They're now 1-3. And I remember when a 1-3 start meant you didn't even talk about going to the playoffs. Nowadays in the NFL, you still got a shot.
Yeah, and a big difference between 1-3 and 0-4.
I think they're going to practice really well next week, riding this momentum of this win.
A road win in the National Football